I don't believe Norm's here tonight. The big thing is that Norm here and has all of visiting with each other. To me, this is not a Missouri or K-State or USC or Kansas affiliation. This is more about coming here for a good cause, but also getting a little fun banner in as we go.
Great for college sports to settle down here.
Yeah, it needs to. And the appearance that I have there is that it has kind of a little quiet. It's lost a little momentum. We go from A&M jumping to all of a sudden now we're going to Pac-16. The ACC goes and coaches Syracuse and Pittsburgh, and now they're going to take two more. And I mean, there's so much talk, and I think that the Big 12, which we're most concerned with because we're selfish, being in the area and it's our league, I think it's definitely gotten on more stable footing to the point where I think that we're just weeks away from being solid as this league's been since its inception in '95 or whatever it was, '96. I think it's going to be a fabulous. Of course, we want Missouri to stay. I think it'd be bad for Kansas, bad for other teams when they get to leave. But they got to do what they got to do. And if they do leave, then I think our league is fine regardless.
What do you think of the news about TCU?
Well, I think it's good. I think that from TCU, certainly from our standpoint, I love it when Texas schools are new because that needs to be a recruiting base for us. So anytime you play another game in the Metroplex is positive. So I think it'd be good for football. They've been down a little bit basketball-wise, but they'll raise the level to compete. So I think it's a good.
I disagree with Mike. They announced today that there'll be 10 teams next year. Missouri State.
No. To be honest, I think 10 is not a great number. I think the best number is 12 or 9. Because I think 18 games is too many for basketball. That's just one coach's opinion. I'm glad that we're where we're at. We're not at 8 trying to add. I think we're at 10, and I think there's a good chance we could be adding. By the time Missouri makes a decision on what they're going to do, I wouldn't be surprised if we have those 2 more teams.
Coach, do you have a preference whether you have divisions 12 or stay at 9? Do you have a preference?
Oh, my preference would be stay at 9. That's a selfish preference because that's 16 league games. So my preference would positively be stay at 9. But I like 16 much more than 18. And of course, if you go to 12, you can still play 16. But there's something about playing everybody twice. I think it's going to create more excitement and just more energy on the campus. There'll be something happen in game 1 in Columbia that will spur interest in game 2 in Florence. Or it doesn't matter who it is. And so I think that'll be fun.
So Baylor's a team to beat here, right?
I think from a talent standpoint, they are. I think when you line it up, they've got more pros than anybody. They have potentially a couple of lottery picks in the program. I think that it's going to be. We say it every year, but I really believe it this year that it'll be a tighter race, more parity moving forward. I think 13-5 could win the league this year, whereas in the past, few years we've said that, but 14-2 or 13-3 or 15-1 has won it. I think that 14-4, 13-5 would be great this year. I picked Baylor to win it. Can't vote for your own team, and I'm not sure I would anyway. But I definitely pick Baylor as being the favorite.
Coach, do you think 5-10 years from now, some of these schools will look back and say, what were we thinking? Why do we break up these little rivalries that we had for so many years and jump to conferences that aren't close to us and make all this shake up?
I don't know. I really don't know. I think my personal opinion is that the grass appears to be greener elsewhere, and you guys know better than me. I know Blair does. But from a financial standpoint, you're not leaving for the money anymore. I mean, money's very complicated. And when the SEC gets their new deal, they're gonna make more money than us. And then when our new deal comes available, then we'll make more money. I mean, the money's very complicated. So you're making a decision just to change the landscape of your entire university. Which, I'm not at that university. I don't know what would be best. There's something about the old guard, history, tradition, things like that. I'm not sure you can get. We play epic games that have impacted college basketball nationally in Texas in recent memory. And our players don't circle the Texas game when they get the schedule, and neither does Texas players circle the Kansas game. They'll still circle A&M. We'll still circle Missouri and K-State. So, to think that you could just jump leagues and all of a sudden have those rivalries and intense passion, I don't think they'll happen. Because it hasn't even been that way in the Big 12. Now, when you start playing everybody twice, that'll pick up steam soon. But hey, the rivalries are still Oklahoma, Oklahoma State, Missouri, Kansas, Iowa State, K-State. That's still the rivalries of our league.
Has it been frustrating to feel like coaches haven't had much of a voice in all of this? As you said that in Hawaii?
Well, to be honest with you, I don't think coaches have really ever had much of a voice when it comes to decisions for the university. There may be a couple of coaches out there. Jesse's probably got a pretty strong voice, but for the most part, I think that it's done by presidents and administrators, athletic directors, and board of regents and trustees that are making decisions. I really like the direction that our administration has taken with us. They fought hard. I'm happy to know their involvement and how hard they tried. Both our chancellor and I played with.
On some level, have they asked for anything?
Well, yeah, I've been asking what would be your preference. My preference is the same with every answer. Is that we can't let this thing fall apart. We got to do everything we can to keep it because no matter if we were to go to the Pac-16 or we were to go to the Big East, no matter what, it's not as good as what we got now. No matter how you say it. Non-revenue sports, missing 3 days of school a week, fly commercially, play one event. I don't know if that's the best for student athletes. So our president and our athletic director sees that, which I feel very good about.
I think you said a couple of months ago that you were shaking a little bit, but you weren't saying. Where's your confidence level right now?
My confidence, yeah. Last year I lied. I said I was fine. I wasn't. This year I thought we were in worse shape than last year, to be honest. Because so much, what does OU do? Oklahoma State will follow, possibly. Whatever Texas does, if they go to the Pac-16, they take Tech. Now, what do we do if they go to the ACC? Who do we try to piggyback on? There was so much uncertainty, but I knew that we would end up in a BCS league. It wasn't what we wanted, so I was nervous, but not just overwhelmed. But now I feel great about the situation. I really do. I think Oklahoma, Texas, based on what I've been told, are more on the same page than they ever have been. And as long as they're on the same page, the other schools in the league want to be on the same page. So I think there's a lot of positives. Boot camp wore me out, but our guys did great, and I was real pleased on how they worked and completed it and those sorts of things. But I'll admit, I'm real excited about this year. I'm excited about it. It's going to be fresh, new, exciting. There's going to be a lot of unanswered questions that right now, I don't know how things will play out, but it seems like they always have a way of taking care of themselves. Mario Chalmers and Julian Wright couldn't start until after Christmas of freshman year. And everybody, all our team's no good and all that stuff. That team wins the league and wins the tournament. So I really believe that we have some unknowns now, but those things are working themselves out.